Welcome back to Universal Sports. We're live and direct. Harris, another disappointing result. We had the momentum going after beating Southampton 3-1 Ahmad hat-trick, but today Brighton, again, them two goals could have been avoided. So many messy defending, so many players out of position. I don't know what half of the players are doing. Bruno was not his best again today. It's time after time. The defence is a bit shaky. Maguire, Delete, Lenny Yoro got done over a few times. I don't know what to do. We're like back to relegation. Spurs lost as well to Everton 3-1. It's a part of relegation. Harris, bring you in now, but what do you think? What do you make of that game we've seen?
Obviously, we were watching it together. It was a bit of a mess, wasn't it? You could sense that first 20 minutes. It was all kind of Brighton. First 15-20 minutes, United came back in, but first goal, simple ball over the top. You can't be doing that. It's like schoolboy stuff. Easy goal, 1-0, and again, we've fallen behind in the game at home. And I think this is the problem, isn't it? You can't control a game if you go behind so early in a game. So it's patterns. It's the same patterns, same end result. When we have to play a bit more expansive when we're at home, we're just getting found out. The players aren't good enough, and yeah, it's going to take time. This is going to take a couple of transfer windows.
Yeah, we had glimmer of hope. Drew to Liverpool, which we should have won. Beat Arsenal in penalties. We should have won that in full time. Although we had 10 men, and just about beat Southampton 3-1. The 12 minutes hat trick by Ahmad. I thought he was taking a step forward, but looks like he's taking 100 steps back again. Brighton again, we can't seem to beat them at home. This is like a third season going at home. They've done us over. More than 3 goals as well. It's time after time. But you're right. We need the big transfer window. Anthony, if you're not heard, he's going to go on a loan deal to Real Betis. Rashford is still up in the air. Dortmund are still looking into him. AC Milan's pulled out because they're going to buy Kyle Walker. So that's the latest transfer news. Kyle Walker is going to go on a loan from Man City. Rashford not been included in the squad again, so I think he'll be gone by next week. Transfer window shuts in 2 weeks, so we definitely need to make some signings. Hopefully can bring a loanee striker in. Highland not good enough. He didn't start the game. Xerxes did some bits. He got us one of the penalty, but we should have had a penalty before that. It was clear that, and then the stupid defending time after time. Them 2 goals were Onana. Let's bring Onana in. What was he doing? Why didn't he catch the ball for the third goal? That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, even if you talk about the second goal, the ball ended up right near the far post. Was he in the right position? He could have maybe taken it. If he was stood centrally, and he was a little bit out. He probably would have ended up catching that or palming it away. So technically, you could say that as well. But Mazarawi was ahead of Matoma. If he'd stuck his leg out, he might have got there. Potentially could have been an own goal. But again, it's just absolute shocking, like schoolboy stuff, isn't it? And then, yeah, you're right. The third one that is just typical Onana. He's had a couple of good games. He does make some good saves, but he does this every 5-6 games. There's something stupid. He just loses the plot, and he's gifted them the goal and ultimately the game as well.
Yeah, that second goal was going to come anyway because they got away with it when Dallo got fouled in the box, the free kick, and then I knew it was going to come. I had the feeling like if we don't score now, if they score, then it's game done. And it was game done. 2-1, then third one went in. Game was really buried and done. There's no way back. I was really impressed with Toby Colliho, the youngster. I think he should be starting more games because I think Kobe Minu, Ugarte, they need resting for games now. We've got Rangers on Thursday now. It's a big game. It's a must-win game. Europa League to climb in the table to avoid the playoff rounds. Then we are away to Fulham next Sunday. That's going to be a tough one as well. So we've got some tough games going up. Then we go to Bucharest away, Crystal Palace at home. There's a lot of tough games. Ahmad, let's talk about Ahmad today. He's got the hat trick on Sunday, but today, he's taking his shots. Although one of his techniques was offside technique, but just take a shot, let it go, and let's see what the VAR says. But today he was not on it with the shots. He was getting back and stuff, but making the tackles. But I don't know with Ahmad, he's on and off sometimes with him.
Yeah, I mean, look, Fitness-wise, there's issues, isn't there? Obviously, Ogata, Manu again. I think last game he had to take them off early. He's doing it again, so it's clearly there's some fitness issues. Martinez didn't obviously play. I'm assuming again fitness issue. Maybe he had a niggle, but it's just a combination of lots of different things. Is it fitness issues? They're not still understanding the system. The players aren't good enough. That there was so many times in that game where players were just misplacing passes. They were like duels which you'd expect them to win. They were just not winning the duels. Passes which they should be making forward passes. It just wasn't there. So in the final third, you were struggling. There's no cohesion. There's no kind of structure in the final third. So it's not looking good. I think in terms of the league season, I think it's a bit of a write-off now. Let's just concentrate FA Cup and Europe, yeah. And I don't know. It's just you get excited for a game or two with United, and then look again. It's kind of reverting back to type.
Yeah, it was disappointing. Although I had a good time yesterday, but also want to mention all the best to Cass. As you cannot see, he's not in the video. He's in hospital. Wish him the best of recovery.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Bruno Fernandes again is misplacing passes again. Like, he took a good penalty, but again this game he plays good one game, then he doesn't say what he says. Like, he needs to do it every game. He's not shown that. He's not captain. Like, he got pushed over a few times and rolling around, dinging, getting on the floor. What do you make of Bruno Fernandes? Like, he's hit and miss. He had that shot he had in the first half. That's quite disappointing as well.
That was poor. It kind of hit his left leg on the way. I mean, he's been inconsistent. I think it's a story with most of the United players. I don't know whether they're struggling with the system, whether it's fitness, whether it's something else. I don't know, but a lot of them are struggling, underperforming. It's just a combination of all these different things, and we're in a situation now where we've lost the last 4 out of 5 home games. We've got similar teams coming to Old Trafford as well, so it could end up being the same pattern. Away from home, obviously we seem to be a little bit better because we play a bit more counter-attack football, so that kind of suits us. But that's not something we can do kind of like long term, especially at home. You've got to be the team that's on the front foot, and obviously if that's not happening, then where's it all leading to?
Yeah, I don't understand why we're struggling against lower teams like Southampton. We were on 6 points. That was a big struggle. 72nd minute, it took us to get our gear. And Brighton, they're a really good team. Don't underestimate them. They're a really good team. They've beaten us so many times, home and away. Last 3 seasons under Ten Hag, now under Ruben Amorim. But Brighton is good. They're climbing the table. Another good team is Nottingham Forest. They look like dark horses. We should be there challenging for the title, not fucking fighting relegation. You got Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Nottingham Forest. You didn't expect Forest to be up there to challenging. So United need to step up and make some changes. But I think ideally he needs that transfer window in summer. That's a big transfer window.
Yeah, obviously there's problems with kind of like PSR. I think that's already been mentioned, isn't it? There's they've already there's an outlay with Ten Hag signing a new contract, getting him sacked, and other things that are going on in the background. So if we get anyone, it'll probably be loan deals. But again, we have to be patient. We need to give Amorim at least 3 transfer windows. The summer, January again, and then the summer again, and then hopefully that'll be his team, and then that's when we can judge him.
Also, want to mention, rest in peace, Dennis Law. My favourite player he was. All 3 have gone now. I'm so upset about that. George Best gone. Sir Bobby Charlton last year. Dennis Law. Unfortunately, I couldn't make the game, but I want to pay the respect to the family. Condolence out there to them. Dennis Law. So when I go to next game with Rangers, take some flowers for the statue. But it's where I only seen him. It was the last game. Like, I seen a video that was going in, but passed away. So rest in peace, Dennis Law.
Yeah, absolute legend of the football club. Well respected. You could just see all the tweets that are coming out from all the other teams in the Premier League across Europe. Absolute icon. He had a great career at Old Trafford, and it's nice that we've done a special tribute just before the game, and I think that will kind of continue maybe into the next one as well. So yes, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. So we're gonna finish off the final. So we've got Rangers on Thursday.
Yeah.
Are you expecting anything good? We need to win that game. It's Rangers as well. Uh, Fergie's Fergie's former team, so it'll be a good game, and they'll be up for it as well. It's a British derby. I'm going to it, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we get some result, and then got Fulham away. What's your expectation? Rangers and Fulham next.
I think Europe we've kind of done well. It'll be a different type of game. There'll be that kind of England Scotland type of thing, and everyone will be up for it. So I don't expect United to lose that. However, I think we do need to take at least 4 points to stay in the top 8. So it would be nice to get that win. I think it's more concerning the game at Fulham. Again, Fulham are a good team. So again, we might struggle there, but it's a process, and we just got to stick with Amorim.
Yeah, if it's the first time watching Universal Sports, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We'll bring you more content coming up. Rangers, Fulham, a lot of reactions for that, and also cricket, UFC, boxing. There's a big boxing in February, big undercard. So there's a lot to come on Universal Sports. Your support is helpful. Keeps sharing, keep liking, keep subscribing, and we'll see you on the next one.